Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody, come through, come through, come through. So much to review tonight, guys. Very much a lot to review. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome to the channel. For those that are new, welcome. Thank you guys. Shout out to my mods, my beautiful, wonderful mods. Let me let the people know in the community tab that we are live. We are live now. Get in here. Hurry up. Take your shoes off. Keep your socks on. Get your drinks. Sit down because we have much to review, guys. A lot is happening right now as we speak, and we have some news to get into. We live now. Welcome, you have arrived. Shout out to everybody. Let me know when you have arrived. Please and thank you. You guys know how we do it. For everybody that is new, guys, we have arrived. That's what you say. We live now. Okay? Thank you guys. Excuse me. I'm still dealing with this little cough thing. Okay. First of all, let me start by saying shout out to you guys. Thank you. Is it Sylvie? Is it Sylvia or Sylvie? Welcome. I saw you earlier and you said you're new. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining the membership. Well, not membership, but subscription. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming through. You have arrived. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Oh, look at BJ's mama's in the house. Shout out to BJ's mama. Y'all drop some hearts for Miss Amber here. Okay, drop some hearts. All right. Shout out to BJ's beautiful mom who is in the chat. Thank you, Miss Amber, for stopping by. Jeanette, Cheeks, ooh, Mana Joe, Tinkle Tinkle. Not today, Satan, but yes, we are here. That is right. Ada, how are you? Braddy Becca, I don't know if I shouted you out, but I want to thank you so much for gifting when I was live. Girl, I was in the moment and I didn't even see you. So I apologize if I didn't shout you out. Thank you again. I can't remember if I did or if I didn't, but if I didn't, thank you. All right. Tina Aduko, thank you for being here. Let's see. Cheeks is in the house. TLC and me. Ooh, hold up, y'all. I'm still dealing with the cough. Cheeks, Don, Miss Don is in the house. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Gloomy, welcome. I've never seen you here before. Welcome. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Didi, ooh, notifications are working. All right. I love it. I love it. I love the notifications that are working. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Who else do I see here? Incarna Soul, welcome. I'm just noticing some new names I've never seen before. Maybe I have. I don't know. It's been a minute. Hey, Kay. Is it Wilkinson? Thank you for being here. Shout out to everybody from the UK. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jay McCarthy, shout out to you. Thank you for the email. Rihanna's in the house. Heather Berry's in the house. Welcome. Deborah Bird is in the house. Everybody, everybody. Oh my gosh, y'all are amazing. I missed you. I couldn't be live earlier, but I'm here. Jenny, I'm here on time, but not looking nearly. Oh, shut your mouth. Thank you. But I'm pretty sure that we listen, girl, we uplift each other over here, okay? That's what we have to do. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Franca, welcome. Recovery RCM. Thank you. Belinda, how are you? Wendy's in the house. I'm trying to greet as many as I can. Hey, Jeanette. All right. I think I've said hello to mostly everybody. I have arrived. Georgie, welcome. See, I'm noticing some new names here. Welcome. Hi from New Mexico. My Daisy girl. My Daisy girl is here. Thank you, my Daisy girl. Shout out to Daisy girl in the chat. All my day ones, A1s. Look at this. Didi, take a quick moment to show the like button some love. Go hit the like button. It's free, 99. It doesn't hurt you. Okay. There's also a dislike, but I want you to like. But if you don't like, I'm okay with that. All right. I get it. I get it. All right. Whichever way you decide. All right. Okay. Oh, we have some news straight out of Central California. Clearly suppressive. Shout out to you, my love. And Didi, thank you so much for being a member for 16 months, love. Thank you for always showing me support. But we have some news we got to start. And initially I thought this was a rumor, but I guess it's not a rumor. And more people are confirming this information. But this is the first time I've seen this piece, okay? Straight from the Jasmine brand, y'all. Like, wow. Give me 1 second. Let me show it to y'all. Irv Gotti. Let's start with Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti, 54, reportedly declared dead after suffering a stroke. Rumors were circulating in the morning. I didn't know if it was true or not. Then now we have a little bit more, I guess, a closest source. Sources have told All Hip Hop that Irv Gotti, real name Irving Domingo Lorenzo Jr., was declared dead on Wednesday, February 5th, at the age of 54. Details of his health are unknown. The famed record producer, co-founder of Murder Inc. For those that know Murder Inc., this is the music that I know I grew up with. Thank you so much, Tinkle Tits. Shout out to you, my love. I grew the Murder Inc. was like the thing. You know what I mean? Back in the day when Murder Inc. was a thing. So Murder Inc. Records in 1998 and is credited with helping develop many big name artists such as Ja Rule, Lloyd, Young Lloyd, I think is also part, and Ashanti. All right. Information surrounding his conditions is limited at this time. However, his tragic news follows reports that he recently suffered a stroke. He was pretty close to J-Lo, and I think him and J-Lo had a fallout. So heads up, yeah, wasn't he popping up already? Yeah, recently Jay McCarthy, he was kind of trending because of the major topics that were happening. But apparently Irv Gotti, he had a minor stroke in August. Speaking on the incident, Irv's rep said at the time, Irv has been struggling with diabetes for years, which caused him to have a minor stroke over 6 months ago. He has recently changed his diet and is eating more healthy. He has been successful in making a full recovery. So this was 6 months prior. Okay. Irv is not in a rehab facility. He's at home with his family. That was at the time. But now we're hearing that it's been said that he's been declared dead. All right. So it's a developing story, and we'll definitely wait to hear more about it. I mean, thoughts and prayers. Kai, 50 Cent is a jackass. I'm sorry. Like, there's a time and place for shit. And right now it's just not the time or the place. Like, 50, go find a hobby. Like, I don't know what is up with 50 Cent. Like, sometimes I get it, the man can be funny, but the trolling is a bit too much, especially when it's like serious topics. Like, go home, go away. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit right now. But that's how I see it. Tinkle, again, thank you for the $9.99, my love. Coffee dollars. Definitely need a refill. Recovering RCM. Hey, thank you for renewing your membership, my love. Shout out to you. Thank you, thank you. Pinche Becky's in the house. Welcome, welcome. A stroke is not minor. I didn't think it was. I mean, yeah, he's a clown, but not in a good way. I can't with like, sometimes I feel like, all right, I get it. He's trying to be funny. Sometimes it's just not. It's just, there's a time and place for this. And it's just, this isn't it. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay. Let's talk about Diddy, because I believe I'm still looking to get copies of the new lawsuits. So we have multiple new lawsuits that have dropped on Diddy. Now, you guys remember Busby said that there's a deadline that they're trying to meet. So they're hurrying up, getting all these lawsuits in there before the deadline. I believe the deadline is March 1st. Don't quote me. Diddy, 2 women claim that they were AR'd at Trump NYC hotel. All right. It's 2 women. So this dropped today at about 1. And I, been busy. Mr. Combs' legal team tells TMZ, as we've said before, Mr. Combs cannot respond to every new publicity stunt, even in response to claims that are ridiculously or demonstratedly false. This is what the team is saying. They continue. Mr. Combs and his legal teams have full confidence in the fact that the integrity of the judicial process, this is like a repeat and rinse statement. All right. A former bottle service attendant has just filed a lawsuit against Diddy, claiming that she was AR'd by a club promoter at Diddy's direction. And she says it went down at Trump Hotel. The woman who filed suit anonymously as Jane Doe claims in the late 90s she attended an event hosted by Diddy at the Limelight nightclub in New York. She says the club had 5 floors and the top 2 were reserved for sex parties. Okay. So this is the Limelight nightclub in 1995 for picture purposes, I guess. They're letting us know. She says nothing happened to her at Limelight, but she and her friend made their way to Trump Hotel in Midtown. She claims she never wanted to go, but Combs made it clear that they did not have a choice. The woman says she and her friend were taken to a penthouse suite along with Combs and several other men. She claims that they were held hostage in a room, drugged, and forced to participate in group sex. Among other things, she says Combs directed a club promoter to ard her while he watched. A second lawsuit was just filed by another woman, also a Jane Doe, claiming that she was sexually assaulted twice, first by Diddy and then by others at his command. It appears this is the friend of the first woman who filed suit today, because this Jane Doe also says she and a friend were at the Limelight and ended up at the Trump Hotel. She claims while in the penthouse, she was drugged and security guard ard her, but as ard her as Diddy watch. She also mentioned group sex. Andy said Diddy went to the hospital yesterday. Rhiannon, Diddy went to the hospital, was it last weekend for a knee situation? Yeah, we covered that. That I guess that was the thing, but it's true, and they kept it on the hush hush. He had to get an MRI or something. That's what was said. Guys, security guard. This one here though, and not looking at the filing, I'm wondering about the drugging part because I'm not hearing that that's what happened. I'm hearing that they were sexually assaulted by a friend at the Limelight and ended up at Trump Hotel. She claims that while at the penthouse, she was drugged. So that part is there, okay? And that security guard ard her as Diddy watch. So again, this is like, I don't know, the 10th or 11th lawsuit mentioning a security guards, and this is in 1995. Wait, making sure I got the years correct. Pretty sure that's correct. So yeah, in the 90s. What is going on? These guards are complicit, right, Rhiannon? And you have to kind of wonder. You have to kind of wonder what is going on, right? Okay, let's keep going. Both lawsuits were filed by Tony Busby, okay, who said he was going to be filing a series of lawsuits, all right, who has filed numerous cases against Diddy. So it seems that 2 women were together during the alleged R-ing. As for the first woman, she also says in 1997, she went to a Combs party in the Hamptons after a friend told her she could earn $2,000 as bottle service attendant. She claims that she was drugged and raped by Combs associates at Combs directions. She also says she recalls seeing Combs fully naked at one point and witnessing another man sodomizing him. We reached out to Combs rep. So far, no word back. And that's where that suit ends. I'm waiting for the full lawsuits. Let me know what y'all think. It's like the details of these lawsuits. It's too much for me. Okay. It's too much for me sometimes. I cannot. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let's see. These guards were complicit. That's what I think. Thank you. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Tinkle. I'm looking at the chat. Sorry to hear that. Shout out to Tinkle Tits. The lawsuits, yes, very sensitive. I'm sorry. I just saw this. Thank you, Tinkle. I'm so sorry for that. It's a card. It's the card, the house falling. It's nauseating. It is. I just, calling. Okay, I see you, Cheeks. I got you. I don't like. I know that there's a deadline with all these lawsuits because there is, right? But like, oh my God, the details is just too much sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think some of us can stomach them when it comes to the details because there's a lot of details. And all of them are horrific, but we're also thinking about the criminal case, right? What's going to happen there? How is this criminal case going to go? What's going to move forward? I don't know. I don't know. Hold up. Let me see. It's nauseating. Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you. Did you finish watching the doc on Max? And there's a lot of, well, the thing about the doc is like, I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to Diddy, I feel there's a lot of conspirators. I'm like, you have this indictment thing. Why aren't we charging more people? Like, what is going on? What is up today? Why can't more people be charged? I don't get it. I don't get it. Greek lady, y'all drop some hearts and balloons for my girl Greek lady over here whose birthday is today. Today's my birthday. Happy birthday to you, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Drop some cakes, birthdays. Shout out to Greek lady. May you be blessed with many, many more years. I think we all are praying for the victims, right? Like there needs to be some justice. There needs to be something that is happening here. That's how I feel. But anyways, we have to move on to oh look, totally not on the topic. Notorious B.I.G. estate sues Target and Home Depot for selling unauthorized prints of iconic photos. I have a B.I.G. shirt. The estate is suing. Home Depot sells. Wait. Home Depot sells B.I.G. merch? What? So the estate sues Target. I knew Target did. Home Depot for selling unauthorized prints of iconic photo? Okay, the art wall. I never know that they did. I mean, I have a shirt. I think I got it like at Old Navy or something, you know? I didn't know that they sold. No, she does. I'm glad she doesn't. Glad she doesn't. Maybe a big work apron. Well, maybe like the photo frames, you know? Like that's what I was like, Home Depot. Out of all the people. Miss Amber, I think a while ago, one of the attorneys quit on the Diddy case. But anyways, this was not related to the topic. I need to get to one of my things over here. I didn't expect to see that. Okay. Let's talk about Wendy Williams real quick, guys, because this is interesting. Wendy Williams, I guess, called Charlemagne, and this is starting to fire up a little bit. It's giving more kind of context to what's going on. I have something to get off my chest. Wendy Williams speaks out on the Lifetime lawsuit drama and dementia rumors. And I was a little surprised because I thought they ordered her not to speak to media anymore. I'm kind of wondering about this, but let's watch.
So look, I have some things to get off my chest.
Oh, that's what we do here. We have a segment called Get It Off Your Chest, actually.
That's right.
Perfect. Well, you know, there's this lawsuit with Lifetime and A&E, and I've been told I stand to win $20 million.
Now, what was the? Let's refresh people on what the lawsuit was. What was the lawsuit, Lauren?
The lawsuit was that 4-part thing starring me on TV, which I only watched once, and I will never watch again in life. It was disgusting. I was, you know, to do that TV thing, it was 2 people who I won't say their names, but I can say 1 white woman and 1 black man.
Okay, and I read the court documents. You're talking about Sabrina Morrissey and Will Selby.
Anyway, they brokered, I don't know, a deal on behalf of me. And what kind of deal? I have no idea. I guess Hey, everybody.
Hi, Wendy.
So look, the clothing, the location, the money, the money is blood money. It's money I don't want. Charlamagne, you and I have known each other for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Well, look, I'm dealing with these court people and my guardian person. And that is the big deal. So you know what?
You know what is so interesting to me is that she's able to recount all the little details that are happening in her case. She understands that she stands to win this money, right? But she probably won't have access to it. So it makes you wonder, like, she's telling everything. She's telling everything. She's saying everything that they're doing to her. Right, Death God. Like that 20 mil is going straight to the Guardian. She hit the jackpot with this conservatorship situation. She sure did.
I don't have frontal temporal dementia. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting. That is a very rare thing for anybody to have. I am not incapacitated. I am not a baby. You know what I'm saying? But I guess for Lifetime A&E, I stand to win all that money. So I'm supposed to be a blubbering idiot. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying, Wendy, is the lawsuit that was filed by Sabrina Morrissey, acting in her capacity as your guardian. She brought a lawsuit against Annie, and it claimed that the contract the company brokered to shoot the documentary wasn't valid. She's saying you didn't have the legal or mental capacity to authorize your participation. You're saying you did.
And that you met one time.
The clothing, the location.
And after that, you changed your mind?
Correct. And by the way, like I said, I don't want that kind of money. I've worked with Lifetime several times. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Enough that I would love to do something with Lifetime again. They are good people to me, and I'm good people to them.
Absolutely.
And after that, you changed your mind?
Correct.
She gave some info to me. She's able to talk about the different things that are happening to her. She is not like, she's able to recount. She's able to say things. I mean, I just personally feel like, why can't she get out? What is going on? Why can't she get out of this situation? That's what I want to know. We all want to know this. What is up with this? What's up with this? Why is it so hard for her to get out? We need a free, guys, the details that she gives, she's not giving somebody who doesn't understand the very basic things that are happening to her. And I think that that's valid. Like, we have to be able to, say something about this. I mean, is it just me? I don't know. Maybe it's just me that feels that way. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But y'all let me know what you guys think in the comments. If people related to her can't get her out, what the hell? Right. People related to her. Okay? Completely related to her. They can't get her out. What's going on? What's the deal? Something don't sound right. Okay? You said she knows exactly what she's talking about. She's very clear and concise. Yes, I think she is handwriting phone numbers and hiding them and calling them out. Yes, Tinkle, which is that's kidnapping. Everything that she's doing, she's trying to get out. It's kidnapping. I don't get it. Okay, we have to move on to Kate Cassidy. And I did 2 videos on this today. Yo, guys, check out Sarah's World. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat so you guys can go sub up to her. Sarah's, it's at Sarah's Weird World. Okay. Sarah did a video today. She actually, because I believe, she's got different access, when you're in different areas and whatnot, she was able to upload part 1 of Kate Cassidy's interview with the Sun UK. We have to talk about this. I did 2 videos on it, and so I was like, well, let me do a live and we can all kind of talk about what our thoughts are about this situation and where this is going. Apparently there's a part 2 to this,
and I never would have thought he was in such a good headspace, and I never would have thought that this would have happened. I just fully was numb. I just didn't believe it. He was just genuinely one of the best people I've ever met in my life. I talked to him and I know he's listening. Hi.
Thanks for coming here today. How are you feeling?
Now, hold up. Rabbit, I worked in disability advocacy, and there was not a single case where someone who could advocate for themselves was disregarded. Interesting. Thank you, Cheeks, for the 5. Thank you, love. I just wonder about Wendy, like, she stands to win this money. Is she ever going to see this money? No. Does she have say about where it's going to be allocated? Probably not. How does she know she stands to win this money? She knows what's going on. That's what I'm saying. It's like I feel kind of like people are disregarding her and just putting her aside. She doesn't know, she doesn't understand. And I'm like, that's not the case at all. Not at all. Thank you so much for the 5. Yes, and maybe they need help making realistic goals potentially. Right? Like definitely. We have to move on to this. And I have a lot of thoughts in my mind as I'm thinking about this, okay? So again, shout out to Sarah for putting this up for all of us to see. I want you guys to tell me what you guys think, okay, as we're reviewing this.
Space, and I never would have thought he was in such a good headspace, and I never would have thought that this would have happened.
Liam was in such a good headspace that I never thought this would have happened.
Fully was numb. I just didn't believe it. He was just genuinely one of the best people I've ever met in my life. I talked to him, and I know he's listening. Hi.
Thanks for coming here today. How are you feeling?
Okay, thank you. I feel like my life has changed so much, and I think about Liam every second of every day. It still doesn't feel fully real for me that he's not here. Sometimes, I'll wake up and it's a reality I have to face for the rest of my life that he won't be here. But I think the nights can be obviously the hardest as it's quiet and dark and just, alone.
Have you had any sort of help, any professional help, any therapy? Have you?
Yes, I've been seeing therapy, which has been super helpful. And
I don't know who the interviewer is. If you guys know who the interviewer is, put it in the chat. Let me know. Because there's just more questions that I had that I was like, is this part 1? We're not going to talk about like the in-between of part 1? I guess I'm confused by this.
Recommend that to anybody.
Is that like a grief counselor, or is that
grief
just,
counseling?
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I definitely do cry most days. I think that it's still so raw for me. It's been almost 4 months, and it's sometimes it feels like it's been forever ago, but then sometimes it almost feels like it was last week. So yeah, I've been extremely, every day it's a sad day for me.
And can I take you back to that day? You'd obviously flown home 4 days prior, back to your home in Florida. Why did you leave Argentina?
Originally, we thought we were only going to be in Argentina for about a week, give or take, a little less, a little more. And after 2 weeks, I had a responsibility. We had a responsibility. We had our dog. And obviously, I never would have thought this event would have occurred. I never would have thought that.
And I can understand this piece. We were talking about this, like she had to leave. I know, Jeanette. I can't believe it's been that long. You know what I mean? Huh.
That this would have happened.
Yeah. Where were you when you found out that Liam had died?
I was in our home alone. I was with our dog. So I was alone, and I just still thinking about that it's just insane to me. I was actually scrolling on TikTok right before I got a phone call, and that's how I found out, unfortunately.
Who made the call?
One of Liam's friends called me.
Who?
And can you remember?
Who? One of Liam's friends. Who called Liam's dad? Roger, right? That's my understanding of it. You said maybe he was in good headspace and doing good, says Manajo, and they made him look like he was doing drugs. I think it was all lies that they are still telling in Argentina. The story doesn't quite like mesh for me, and I think in part, first of all, it just doesn't at all. I just don't get how, and she was well aware Then you had the issue of the prostitutes. Something just don't sound right here for me. It just doesn't.
Remember that call?
It's literally blocked out in my head. I didn't believe it at first at all. I genuinely thought it was just a rumor, you know, or some made up thing that somebody made up just to get views online. And instantly I just had a bad feeling in my gut. I was like, why would somebody make this up? I just completely blacked out. I felt just numb because I was like, this can't be true. And when I officially found the news to be true, it just, once again, I just fully was numb. I just didn't believe it.
Did you do anything like ring him or text him or try and?
I did. I tried to call him. I called pretty much everybody. I just, you know, and when you're in that mindset, you just call, it's just insane. Just my mind was, I just remember pacing around the house. I wasn't able to sleep at all the first night. And in a way, I was almost in a way happy that I didn't sleep because I was terrified that of any dreams I would have. It would be almost like a nightmare, but turned into a reality. I think still for me, it just didn't seem real. So I felt almost, you know, grief comes in so many different ways and I've never experienced grief before. So for me, the first couple of hours, the first night, like I said, I didn't feel like it was real. So I was in hysterical mode, but there was parts of me that I felt myself just, this isn't real. So I would just be numb. I felt no emotion. I think one thing for me,
I think like I don't want to take away, because I do think that she's grieving. But let me tell y'all what's bothering me, okay? When this situation started to develop, right? At first it was like a rumor that Liam was paying her like a monthly salary, okay? And when the Rogelio Norris lawsuit dropped, what did we learn from there? It was said, even in Dad's declaration from Argentina, that she was part of the care team. She was well aware that he needed to be supervised at all times. Now, that's a huge responsibility for people to take on. Nobody's going to do that for free, right? If you knew that I guess that's the thing, is like, if you knew, yes, she had to leave, and I don't want to fault this woman, but at the same time, I feel like if this man was paying you a salary, allegedly, to be around or to be with him, I can't remember, was it $35,000 a month? And you know that your boyfriend has this addiction, okay, somebody that, you know, you were trying to spend the rest of your life with, why would you accept that amount, number one? And number two, if he's in this, I guess, addiction, you know that he needs a lot of help and support. Why not use that to help and support him? Like, the story doesn't make sense. And I think I have to step back, and I'm like, this is the part that makes it really hard for me, because I feel like nobody in his circle had his best interest. Even the people that say that they loved him, she being one of them. Because in the declaration that Liam Payne's dad puts out, he says that he needed supervision. The psychiatrist said that he needed a higher level of care. She was aware of it. Everybody was aware of it. So that's what it seems like to me, Tamara. It's like everybody was using him. Like, it screams that to me. I can't even explain it to you guys. It just seems that way to me. I don't know. I don't know. And maybe I'll feel different in part 2, but I just can't change my mind yet. I just can't.
for me, that was a really big kind of a reality that really sunk in, that he wasn't here when he was obviously in Argentina and I left. We just moved into a new house. That's when it finally, I remember just sitting on the couch with my mom, and that's when I just completely broke down. And that's when I think everything shattered for me, because that's when I like realized like I'm never going to see him again. He's never going to come into, we're never going to be in a home again together. It was just, that's when it really did hit me.
Can you remember the last text messages that you guys sent each other?
Yeah, once again, I think the last message from what I remember that I sent him was, I can't wait for you to come home and for me and Nala to be a family again together. And I can't wait for you to see the house, because obviously he knew I was decorating it. So that's the last message that I messaged him.
How was his mental health when you were with him, and that last day, just did it come out of the blue?
And that's the question, Rachel, because according to Liam's dad in the declaration, he wasn't supposed to have a phone. He was staying away from phones, right? He's able to text her. Like, did he have a phone, or was it like, I'm confused by the arrangement a bit. I just can't with it, because this is where I struggle a little bit.
Do we know what happened or what triggered him or anything?
I think with addiction, you never know when it's gonna come out. It's a really serious issue that I think is undervalued and underspoken about.
Now it's addiction. Was it addiction before?
When like I said earlier, when I left Argentina, we had such a great day and he was in such a good headspace.
I believe, was it Brian Paez? The day that she left, he was around.
And we were in such, great, we just full of love, and I never would have expected any of that to occur.
You think she was an addict too? Maybe she was codependent. Maybe there was this codependency thing. Or maybe, because let me tell you one thing that Rogelio Norris, to me, screams addict too. I don't know what it is. To me, he looks like he also has a problem, you know?
And Liam's funeral, how was that for you? Can you put into words that day?
I went with my mom, my friends that were also friends of Liam's. We all went together, and I had, once again, like such a great support system. It was so great to have all of those people that I loved and Liam loved so much by my side that day. The funeral was, beautiful, and it was a day, I'll never forget. And you could just feel Liam in the room with you.
I'm going to ask you a little bit about Liam's drug taking and his mental health. And, he spoke a lot about getting help, and he went through various stages of sobriety. As a partner, that must have been very, very hard to watch someone you love self-destruct and go through hard patches, but I'm guessing you supported him as much as you can.
Yeah, I stuck with Liam through, thick and thin. And I think love is so, optimistic, and you just hope that everything will work out.
Let me ask you guys a question. All right. Now I'm going to ask that. I feel like I can ask this question. I've been in situations where loved ones, might have had an issue. Okay. Someone from SoCal, I hear it through, says Tinkle Tits. Shout out to Tinkle Tits. Could you accept any type of, like, to me, it's like, if the person that I love is having all these issues, how can I know that they're, and I'm getting money from them and he's financing everything for me, but I'm watching this man like waste away. If this is the case, right? Could you in your right mind accept money or rent or anything from that person? Think about what I'm asking, okay? If you have a loved one, that loved one has a lot of money, they were a former, One Direction bandmate or whatever, okay? And they're financing your everything. And you see this man struggling. Could you man or woman, would you be able to accept any financial anything from him? That's the part that I have a problem. And that's the problem that I have with her, that I can't get through. Because, girl, like, my understanding based on Roger's own lawsuit and what others have said, based on articles that have been printed, if they are paying, you're watching them self-destruct. Okay? If this is the case, would you be able to accept money knowing that they're not doing well? I struggle with this. I do. Now, hold up. I don't want y'all to think that I'm making this shit up. I'm going to bring out the article where this happened, that Liam had her set up. Okay? Here it is. And it might be more. Here it is. This is just real quickly, and you guys can find it. There's other articles. Liam Payne reportedly paid his girlfriend, Kate Cassidy, up to $35,000 per month. This included $10,000 for living expenses and around $25,000 for clothing and other purchases. The allowance ended after Payne's death in October of 2024. If my significant other has this disease, because addiction is a disease, okay, and along with these mental health issues, I don't know if I could be okay accepting $35,000 a month, watching the person that I love die and not putting that money towards a recovery center, a treatment center, or something. That's wild, right? That's my problem with Kate Cassidy. That's my problem with her, that I don't understand, and that's, to me, what just doesn't seem genuine. I don't know.
Between, everything at the end will work out.
Did you ever foresee him dying young? Because I think he spoke saying he thought maybe he would die young or something.
Why would she even, who is this interviewer? Why the hell would you bring that up? Like, honestly, did you think he was gonna die young because he believed he was gonna die young? Who the fuck is gonna ask that in an interview? Like, what? It's almost like a purposeful question. Like, why? Why would you, girl? Don't ask me that. Why?
No, I never, you never think that the worst possible thing can happen to, no matter what it is, whether it's a family member getting sick or just a car, like, it doesn't matter. You never ever think that's going to happen. And it's just, I never would have thought that it would ever, have turned out the way it did. And I'm still just, wrapping my head around it. If I could see into the future, I would have never, left Argentina. But
if I could see into the future, I would have never left Argentina. But you knew his struggles. That's the problem. You knew.
Unfortunately, we did have our own separate lives. Like, this wasn't the first time we traveled separately together. We would, quite often here and there in the past. So I never would have thought this would have happened.
Come back tomorrow to hear about Kate's experience with One Direction fans. So for those One Direction fans that are in here, Liam Payne fans, this is them trying to tear like an asshole on people. This is what this is. Like, the fact that people have had questions, they don't, this was set up this way. She's very defensive. She's not answering the questions, and the interviewer is not really asking anything. That's it.
Mr. Vice President, great to...
Okay, let me get this asshole out of my screen. Sorry, guys. She sounds annoyed. She sounds very annoyed. Excuse me. Her face. I just can't, y'all. I can't. Okay. We got to talk about another topic. Did you watch the CEO interview? Liam admitted that he was crap at everyday bills. Did you not think that do you not think she was sent money to pay the bills? What do you mean? Rabbit, did you not watch the CEO interview? No, I haven't watched the CEO interview. Liam admitted that he was crap at everyday bills. Do you not think she was sent money to pay the bills? I don't know what she was sent money to pay for. So it was her responsibility to pay the bills too from that money? I guess I'm confused by the Carol. I'm confused. Let me know what y'all think. Wendy, you some of you guys are behind. You might shout out to you. In my opinion, she thought that his people were going to take care of him while she was gone. You think so? You doubt she was paying bills? I mean, maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. I don't know. But that's my thought on that. I should watch it. Well, send me you guys, when you get a minute, send me the link. I didn't even know about it. Y'all have to send me the link. Okay. We have to talk about another topic that I have to. First of all, is it this one? Yes, it is. Do I have any Venezuelans in the chat? Anybody from Venezuela? Let me know. I have to tell you guys, and I'm working on a smaller video for this, but I wanted to make sure that I explain myself well here, okay? So, you guys know with the recent election in the U.S., there's a couple of, immigration issues that have been coming up that have affected a lot of our families, people that voted and didn't really understand what they were voting or didn't have a good understanding of it. And now they're being affected by some of these things that are happening. Y'all follow me? Let me know. Do I have any Venezuelans in the chat? Let me know if I have any Venezuelans in the chat. So I was following this story right here, and excuse me, I think it's important to follow because it speaks to the different things that are happening. All right, and I told you guys as first generation that I'm going to do my best to amplify things, promises, or things that are not making sense to me. All right. Shout out to my beautiful. Well, first, shout out to all my Latinos, okay, and Latinas. But I have to talk about this because it's a good example, another good example of what people are promised. Okay. Venezuelan Americans denounce Trump administration and South Florida Republicans for broken promises. How often does it not happen? This is the part where I tell you guys, whichever party you voted for, whichever, because I'm not here to link any of that, to tell you who to vote for. But I've seen this happen time and time again, especially in the Latino community, where you have a representative from a party that'll come in and misinform people about who and what they're voting for. And then it turns out that they were misinformed, and then they make like a decision that they didn't study or they didn't understand and whatnot. Okay. So then I said, all right, I want to make sure that I don't give you guys misinformation, that you know what I mean? That I'm actually pulling out exactly what is happening, because I don't want us to be fear-based of any sorts of anything. Okay. Now hold up. Let me see. I'm going to pull the Venezuela, because there was a press conference for this. Americans. One sec, y'all. There was a press conference for this. Okay. So here you have everybody getting together.
Press conference in Doral Monday. Venezuelan Americans denounced the Trump administration and South Florida Republicans.
More than betrayed. Beyond betrayed. They used us. They actually, during the campaign, and I don't want to make this political, but during the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party, they actually told us that he was not going to touch the documented people.
You know how many people? You know how many representatives called? I know a lot of people that receive calls from basically promising them, oh, no. They're not going to touch you guys. Oh, no. We're not deporting, Nana. We're not deporting La Abuela. No, la abuelita no va a ser deportada. No. We're not deporting tu abuelito, your grandfather. We're not doing that. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. That people don't understand how they've been misinformed. This is why. And it's not just the Republicans, it's the Democrats too. It's both parties. They lie. They lie, Linda. Anything for your vote. Okay? And I'm just wondering how, like come on. What are we doing? So
I will vote for Donald Trump.
They had the whole Venezuelan community out in South Florida. Hey, I will vote. Look at them. And they had no clues that their stuff that they could be deported. They had no clue.
I will vote.
Raise your hand. Come on.
For Donald Trump.
There's, hold up. They've been bamboozled. Now, hold up. I went to the local news. I said, because guess what? I'm not expecting Fox News to talk about this. I'm not expecting the major media outlets to talk about this. Of course not. We not. Let's watch this.
News coming out of the White House. One item is President Trump's decision to revoke temporary protective status for hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans. A decision met with controversy and a passionate response from the local community. NBC6's Laura Rodriguez is live from Doral with reaction this evening. Laura.
Well, some Venezuelans say they feel betrayed by the Trump administration, and they want to make it clear the majority of Venezuelans are not criminals.
And good people, I pay my taxes, I follow the rules.
Alvaro Duran is a TPS recipient. He's in the process of obtaining a green card because he's married to a U.S. citizen. However, his mother and siblings are now in limbo.
Go back to Venezuela is not an option.
Not an option for hundreds of thousands of people who say they may face jail time or retaliation for speaking out against the Maduro regime that remains in power. And
it's a different regime, right? Before him, you had Hugo Chavez. Okay? Yo. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. Latinos, what are y'all, like, what is going on? They called. They said, hey, they're not going to touch your abuelita, your abuelito. They're not going to touch your, no, as long as you're doing this, we're only touching the illegal criminals. These people are taxpayers. They don't have anything on their record. What happened? This is what the protests are about, y'all, for those that don't understand. This is what is being protested.
In a TPS termination notice, DHS said in Venezuela there are notable improvements in several areas such as the economy, public health, and crime that allow for these nationals to be safely returned to their home country.
Conditions have not changed. Actually have getting worse.
At a press conference in Doral Monday, Venezuelan Americans denounced the Trump administration and South Florida Republicans.
More than betrayed.
Too late. Listen. Too late. Exactly. You cannot be mad. Thank you for saying this. You can't be mad because the man told his intentions right away. What this tells me is they didn't do enough. Nobody did enough to read what his plans were. And even, let me tell you, when you would read the plan, people were, I would ask the questions and people would be like, hey, no, we're scratching that out of the plan. That's not what we're doing. What? But nobody read the plan. But y'all let these politicians call your phone and tell you that this is that, oh, no, it's not going to affect your people. Thank you. I'm a Latina. I saw this coming 10 miles away right away. I said, there's something. Y'all realize what's going on here? Oh, man.
Beyond betrayed. They used us.
Yes.
They actually, during the campaign, and I don't want to make this political, but during the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party, they actually told us that he was not going to touch the documented people.
I didn't think that.
He said that. The people were, this is like maybe the 5th time I've heard this, that I heard a person say, nos dijeron que a los que estaban trabajando, the people that were paying taxes and working, they told us they weren't going to touch us. They weren't going to touch us. I told you I'm going to be documenting this. I'm going to be putting it out so that people understand, because guess what? This is how we learn. Anybody like any politician or anybody with the political party with a clipboard and a notebook and everything knocking at your door, coming to your church, doing all this, they're not for you. They've never been for you. They just need your vote. That's it. That's it. Hold up, y'all. My computer is slowing down. Let me force quit that. Okay, force quit. Hopefully that'll.
Suspension of TPS was warranted at this time. Venezuela certainly is not a safer place today than it was when TPS was issued. And so I'm not in favor of everything that the Trump administration has done.
On Friday, Jimenez sent a letter to DHS Secretary Kristi Noem urging her to make sure law-abiding Venezuelans are not unjustly penalized.
We need to focus, and this administration needs to focus on putting out the fire, which is getting rid of the Maduro, the illegitimate Maduro regime.
And one group of Venezuelan TPS holders will see their protections expire this April. Another group will likely see those protections expire come September. Reporting live in Doral, I'm Laura Rodriguez, NBC 6 News.
I mean, I have a separate video that it's coming up that I just wanted to show this during the live stream. But let me tell you, those are the videos that people get upset about. Because they don't want people talking about this. No, little Mexican girl, shut up, sit down. No, little Mexican girl, cállate. No hables de esto. No te conviene. That's how it is. Okay? Thank you, Miss Amber, for saying that they should not. But Miss Amber, see, here's the deal too. What's happening? The tribe, the res, they're having to give like statements because they're being harassed by ICE. It's happening. It's getting, the profiling is pretty bad. I'm asking this honestly. Why is it okay if it's someone else's abuela? Jeanette, say it louder. Say it louder. By the way, for those that don't know what abuela means, it's grandmother. Say it louder. That's what I want to know. Yes. Did you guys hear? There's no more due process. They just did. Was it Tinkle Tits? I know Tinkle Tits is probably not in the chat anymore because I don't see him here. But Tinkle Tits. Let me see if I can open Discord. My computer's acting up because I gotta go. I have very low memory. Y'all, I need my computer. Better not give up on me because we don't have time to buy a new computer. Hold up. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh yeah, it's like not working. What is going on? Force quit. Force quit that. Okay. Let's see. Give me 1 sec, y'all. Let me see if I got it. I gotta delete something real quick. See, it's like in anything that I do, I need to show you guys something that's happening that was really scary. So, a bunch of people were deported, and there was no, like, this due process stuff is really kind of like starting to get to me because it's like, I guess there is no who's being sent to Guantanamo Bay. Like, to me, this is giving concentration camps. This is giving like we are violating people's rights, and then you have the other side who say, well, they don't have any rights because they're illegals. Okay, well, I mean, when you're visiting out in other countries, a lot of us don't say that. I just don't get it. I don't like what's going on, y'all. I really don't, and it's really scaring me because anybody can get it at this point. Hold up, let me see if I can check this out. Okay, I cleared a little bit of memory, so I'm able to hopefully show this. I need to show you guys something. Hopefully it opens up. I don't understand. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Sorry, y'all. I went on a tangent. Period. That's all we can do. Yeah. El Salvador agreed to accept all U.S. criminals, but what is a criminal? Exactly. They're ignoring the constitutional rights. I think a lot of us do. Absolutely. That's what I thought too. But hey, man, I mean, every day I'm hearing different things, and I try very hard not to, like, y'all know how I am. I like to have a different conversation with people. I like to open up the door for civil discourse because that's just how I am. Because that's how I feel like we all learn. But it may not always be that way. Is it Tinkle Tits? Where did you put that one? Was it Tinkle Tits who said, I can't remember, but it was on people that were sent back to India. Oh man, I can't remember who linked me or who tagged me. Let me see if I can go. And it was pretty scary because they're saying, well, they're undocumented and there was no due process, meaning did they even see a judge? I'm not really sure. That's been like the conversation that we've been having. Like, what is this due process? Do they not get to have an attorney? Do they not get to understand what their rights are? Like, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know who. I can't remember who tagged me and I don't see it anymore. I should have saved it, but I didn't. Was it in the members chat? Nope. Yeah, I can't remember, y'all. Oh well, it was a video and I wanted to show it to you guys. It's just some scary shit that's happening. And I worry a lot because, like, I don't know, y'all. It's like borderline. What is happening is just too much. It's in the open chat. Please, was it you, Katie, who sent it? Please, please, please send it to me. I have to show it to you guys. And tag me on it, please, and thank you. It was you, Katie. I thought it was Tinkle. Can you be deported to Costa Rica? I don't know. I don't know about that. All right, I'm in the Discord. Tag me, girl. Tag me. Tag me. Not yet. I mean, I thought the felony would have been enough, but I guess not. I don't know. I get so like listen, I just don't get it, y'all. Did you? Okay, Jay McCarthy. I put something on plane where it's so Katie, just tag me, okay? So I get it. Who did? I just feel like there's going to be a lot of crimes against we're looking at crimes against humanity at this point. We have to be very careful. I don't think any other people are against, deportation. We're against people's rights being violated and people kind of thinking that you could walk into a resident or thinking that you're above the law and we're going to have this like vigilante justice. Katie, where you at? Let me know. Okay, is this it? Ooh, is this Sylvia? Hold up. What? Sorry, y'all, I'm looking for it. Katie, I don't see you, girl. Where you go? I don't know. Maybe Katie. Did Katie leave? She said she put it in there. I don't see her. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. So I saw the loudest, most casual racism in gas station in my town the other day. Wow. You said I'm watching something and there's talk of sending incarcerated illegals to El Salvador gang prisons. She's in here. You send it in for the streaming chat. Okay. All right. I think I got it. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Katie. I was like, I don't know where it's at. I got it now. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. Thank you for this. This I think is very important. This just shows you a little bit of like the due process, why this is important. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Look.
A U.S. military plane carrying at least 100 Indian nationals has landed here in Amritsar in the state of Punjab. And if you look just over this way, you can see a gaggle of media. And behind the barricades is actually where these people are going to be processed. Now, this is significant for two reasons. One, this is the first plane load of deportees that has come to India from the United States under this new Trump administration. And second, this is the first time that we know of that really a military plane has been used to bring back people from the United States. That's a departure from previous administrations that used commercial flights. The issue of illegal immigration by Indians going to the United States is possibly a thorny issue that could come up between President Trump and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is something that the Trump administration has said it's going to tackle, and it is going to try and get promises from countries like India to say that they're going to take their citizens back.
So, how was everybody apprehended? Are they all criminals, illegals? What's going on? I just have a lot of questions in this process. So we're just going to put a bunch of people in airplanes at this point, and every case is a little bit different and unique, right? Or are we saying that all these people are bad people? But I don't know how any of this works anymore. Yeah, there is no more due process when it comes to this. So this is what's scary. So this is what I'm telling y'all. Like, let's pray, because a lot of this is a lot of racial profiling, right? Just saying. It affects everybody. It's not just a Mexican thing or a Venezuelan thing. It affects everybody, y'all. Everybody. It's wrong. I don't know. Y'all, I'm amazed and surprised. But again, it's a touchy subject. And like I said, I don't think any of us are against criminals being deported. Like, that's not, we know. But the problem is that the issue of immigration is it's just not black and white. Okay. And both parties have failed us one way or another to address this. And people have to be safe. And that's why I tell y'all, like, have a plan if something were to happen because you've been picked up. I just don't know how else to put it. The election was stolen via voter suppression, gerrymandering, voter ID stuff, media propaganda. Our country was stolen. I'm so glad I was alive when America was real. Tinkle. Shout out to you, Tinkle. Thank you for the $9.99. It's just sad. Yeah, everyone, people have no clue what this is going to do all around. Cali Diamonds, there's a fear. You know what I mean? And even the people that, because I honestly believe in my heart that nobody just said we're voting this way because we have hate. You know what I mean? Regardless, whichever way you voted. In my heart, I cannot believe, like, there's no way. I feel like people voted to what made sense. But if anything good comes out of this is we just tired. We're just fed up, right? I know I am. I know I am. I know you guys are too. Maybe it'll get better, maybe it won't. Maybe people will get together and realize that all this can be turned upside down, including those people in those seats, right? Because we're the ones paying. You think some people wanted this? Just sad. But I'm working on that short video for the Venezuelans. Hey Rabbit, look in the Discord. I tagged you on something. Okay. Let me see. What is it? Is this? Oh, wow. Okay, hold up. Let me show y'all what Sylvia just sent me. Here's another one.
I'm going to make this message very, very brief. I am very, very horrified by what I am hearing about the Trump government and the deportation of migrants. I am horrified to see what is going on, considering that a lot of these migrants are Black people. I have decided that I'm giving American citizens in my country 24 hours notice to pack their bags and leave my country immediately. All American businesses have been confiscated and will be nationalized, and they will become Laughter Republic companies. I will not repeat myself. Americans in my country are given 24 hours notice to leave and go back to America. Thank you.
Is the Nigerian president. And then somebody in here said, "You are picking a fight you will not win." Damn. Oh shit. All right then. Well, thank you, Sylvia. Excuse me. It's gonna start a lot. Y'all, listen. We shall see what happens. You know, I'm gonna work on my little video. If you guys can do me a favor, if you see a video like giving the other side of this mass deportation thing, do me a favor and hit the like and share it, because that's the kind of videos that they get suppressed. They don't want out, you know. Yeah. That's how it is. I'm gonna let you guys go because I gotta go tend to baby bunny, but I will see if I can be live tomorrow. I'm speechless to end it this way, but shout out to you guys for being in the chat. And Rose from Jersey, thank you for being a member for a month. I'm sorry I'm misreading this. I would be breaking down and crying. She talks as in a script. Oh, you're talking about Kate Cassidy, love. Thank you for that. Thank you for being a member for a month. Shout out to you guys. Y'all be safe. I gotta clear the memory of my computer because my computer's very slow. But let me know what you guys think. Keep your heads up. It's gonna be all right. That's all we can say, right? I'll see you guys on the next one. Hit the like button. Bye, guys. Bye.